AfterBuzz TV here with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crew. And guys, how's it feel being at Comic-Con so far? It's day 2. I mean, I know you, Kevin, have been here many years before.
Yes, I actually have a bunk bed over in the back of the convention center. No, this is actually my 32nd year coming here, and every year it's seriously. Let me adjust my depends. Wait a sec.
Just every time he says something. Ciro, here's Ciro, the creator. Like,
okay.
Yeah, we'll slide down.
Oh, getting cozy. We're getting cozy.
I'm sorry.
No.
He's only got one cheek on the thing.
It's okay. All right. It's okay. We're getting close. I showered today.
Okay, good.
Me too. I think. Was that today?
I know, I'm like, what day?
He said he's been to 147 Comic-Con.
No, he's been to 32 Comic-Cons.
This year. Oh, I mean San Diego. 32. That makes sense, right?
The first con I went to, George Washington was signing autographs.
It was for the Declaration of Independence. It was like 1776.
I actually have a signed kite. But Ben Franklin signed it with the key. It's good. I got it here. Yeah, 18. Yeah.
Yeah.
1770.
Turtle head sketch on it.
You
too,
knew
so.
John Hancock.
He was a butthead.
He's a friend of mine. You, sir, are no John Hancock.
So this I take it as a pretty normal thing, picking on each other out of love, right?
Complete love, because I love these guys. I adore coming to Comic-Con. To me, it really is being a super geek and a fan of all these genres and all these pop culture things. It's like this is the happiest place on earth. I love coming here. So,
awesome.
Seriously.
What's some of the
hang out with these guys?
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm already having a great time. We've been sitting here for like 2 minutes. So
It just gets.
yeah, I can tell. I can tell.
Just wait till it gets wise.
Yeah.
Gets really wise.
So what is it like for everybody being a part of a series that's been around for so long? You're just kind of getting started.
Yeah, I'm just sort of the newbie. They're revealing my character. August 14th, Nickelodeon, 11 a.m.
PST.
Wait, 14th.
14th. Early 14th, yes. So she's basically like the Karai Foot Clan sort of area, but she's kind of eccentric and drawn beautifully, and it's sort of like she plays with magic, and it's just, I don't know if I could have said that, scoop. So she's a super cool girl that hangs with Karai, and they just kick butt, but not in the traditional sense, and that's what I love about Ciro and Brandon writing the show, and of course founded by this old man here, Kevin. Just kidding. He's actually from Germany. And yeah, I know. So just kidding. So it's just been a pleasure to step in in season 4 and see this sort of existing tapestry that's already been woven together, and this friendship that's already been woven together, especially with this turtle maniac over here. It was just a pleasure to watch Sean Astin work and what he does, and he makes it always feel like it's fresh all the time, and some people just phone it in, I won't lie, and he does not. It's also based on material and great storytelling. So tell us what happens to you this season.
Oh, I'll tell you. Let me come here. Focus over here. Over here. Okay.
You're such an actor.
I don't know. No, I do. I know. I just don't know what I'm allowed to say. I kind of feel the same way. Even though it's been 4 years, starting our 5th year. Every time you walk into the studio, I'm too stupid to look ahead about what's happening or who's involved, but every time I walk into the studio, you can't wait to see who's there and what new fun cast member they're bringing in, or you start looking at the script and you think, wow, that's, or you see the fully rendered shows that you're doing additional dialogue recording for, and it's the first time you've actually seen the characters drawn for me, and you just can't believe it. You just can't believe that you get to be a part of something that is that's so much cooler than I appreciated when I was younger and didn't get the turtle phenomenon. And now to start to learn and appreciate from Kevin, from Ciro, from Brandon, from Rob Paulson. I mean, I'm playing Raphael next to the original Raphael animated voice, and it's like that. And people they're happy, they're focused, they work hard, and I get to be a part of it. And I just want it to go forever. Yeah.
I just want to say, talking from one non-ugly chick to another. Hi.
Hanging. that was power deflated.
But
This is why I sat in this seat.
this is my character, written. Okay, so inner dork, clearly. So
Hey, keep
we're
going.
trying to do an interview, and then Rob Paulson and the other turtles are like having a breakdown. Okay, so what I was gonna say was, it is so cool that women geeking out is like. Video games are being written with like leads, and the fact that Ciro, has created more of these characters. Of course, April is in there, and but to bring in Karai, to bring in me, to bring more women power into it, like we can't. Mona Lisa, he's always talking about Mona Lisa because he's like still like trying to like recover from the heartbreak. So anyway, so I really feel that. Like I moved here from Singapore, which is like a country just far, far away. And then, and when I came here, I did watch the Ninja Turtle series. And I used to think that when they change clothes or I watch any show, I was like, wow, when they cut, I thought people ran off set to change clothes and run back on. Like I had no idea how TV was made. Like my dad's a doctor. Like I come from a doctor nerdy family. Yeah. I thought they would just go like color them in, like. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm retarded, so that's fine. I embrace my mutant behavior, and now I work at it and get paid for it. So. Yes. Yeah. Can you? I'm so distracted. Okay. What the hell was I saying?
You were just talking about girl power.
Girl power.
To be a part of this.
Peace. Fleek. Girl power. Yo. Girls.
Ciro.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Tell us about that. What does that mean?
What's girl power mean? I don't know. I have no idea what that means, except that Shinigami is our new girl character, and she is very powerful. But I just see her as a character, so whatever. As you can tell.
As equals.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is that better?
Oh, he was trying to be all like transcendent.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. I don't know. I think every day being able to work on Ninja Turtles is just kind of amazing, and it's been going on for so long, and I think the most important thing is not to take it for granted. Like I wake up every day and go, I need to hit every day as if it's my first day, and strong finish, all that, so I'm very grateful. And I think these guys, their performances and everybody on the crew, everybody's just, I think we all kind of share the same attitude. There's a certain amount of respect you have to bring to it, you know what I mean? Just and there's, because there's a lot of people that love it and it means a lot to them, and I think if you falter in that, it becomes a little less real, and it cheapens things, and you want to, we're putting on a production.
They love it so much. They love it so much, and you don't want, if you're playing a game with a little kid and you guys are in an imaginative space and you're enjoying it, if you crap on it in some way, when you leave, if you kind of like then it hurts your relationship with the kid you're playing with, and that's what you're talking about, is like you're like honoring the bond that you've made. I love that.
Well, there's I mean, just the other day someone was telling me a story about a boy who was fighting terminal cancer, and he was getting treatments with like a Leonardo mask, and that's what got him through it.
That's awesome.
But like it's in remission now. Like he got through it like with Leo power, apparently.
That's so cool.
A young boy.
No, I do, and that's such a to me it's like it's mind-blowing, it's humbling, it's such a huge honor. I mean, my passion and love of comics with Peter Laird led to the creation of the Turtles, and we never thought we'd sell a single copy of the first issue. To be here, 32 years later, still, having the good fortune of working with awesome people, telling great stories and meeting the fans, because, I wouldn't have the coolest job on the entire planet without the fans. And like Sean was saying, and what Ciro does is like, you have to be true, you have to be sincere, you want to tell good stories with heart and soul, and celebrate the love and the brotherhood of the Turtles. And if you get it right, the fans will be here, and they're still here. We're going to see a lot of them pretty soon, right?
Awesome. That's great. So tell us, obviously we're here at Comic-Con, what's some of the craziest things you've seen at Comic-Con so far, each of you, really? Or have you seen tons of turtle costumes?
We were doing an interview on the street right before we came in here, and the person for the news, and the person who's being interviewed right before us was Congressman John Lewis, the civil rights champion. Wow. And I'm like, just where like Batgirl was standing right next to him. You know what I mean?
The guy that was interviewing was in a Pikachu costume.
He was in a Pikachu costume. Yeah. So you're like, you just. This is somebody who a few weeks ago was leading a sit-in on the floor of the House in Washington D.C., and now he's at one of the most important places on planet Earth, Comic-Con San Diego, which is this repository of cultural sanctity. If that guy's here leading a march in the morning with a bunch of kids with comic books, and this guy loves comic books so much that he writes one that becomes $1 trillion, merchandising bonanza for 3 decades. You're like,
Yeah, it's like
what's going on here?
I mean, they literally adapted John Lewis's entire story into a comic book. I mean, it's just wonderful that, the first year it came here was, 1985, and they were hoping for 8,000 to 10,000 people to show up. And now there's 200,000 easily plus people, and you're celebrating this, John Lewis's life and story being told and what he's accomplished in the comic book form. That's like, holy shit. Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, they always
That's
say
fantastic.
this thing about how politicians love Hollywood and Hollywood loves politicians, but now I've seen it in the sci-fi comic book space. So you want to say, like, what have you seen? They're crazy, somebody with assless leather chaps walking down with a big triangle on their head, and you're like, wow, I wouldn't have expected to see that, but you're like, oh, and there's this other, like, substantive thing going on. So yeah.
I kind of wanted to change from, like, my person. Oh, you hold this. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Thank you for holding. It was yellow. I was like, I'm gonna grab the yellow thing. This is my first time at Comic-Con, and
I didn't know.
Yes.
Oh, this is your first time.
Yeah.
These are your first interviews at your first con experience.
I am a virgin. Okay, no, I'm
not anymore.
So, no, but in all seriousness, Ciro, you're like grimacing, and I'm all right. What I will say is, I was at first terrified because I saw crowds of people, and and you talked about the fans and how one of the boys went into remission. And I remember fly fishing in Montana and reading a story about a guy whose cancer also went into remission, and my mom, who was battling cancer, just went into remission because I put her in yoga class. But it's all because of me. But I think really essentially when I moved to this country, I was this lonely immigrant girl with a bad accent, and now I make money from it. That just was entertained by watching Nickelodeon, by watching Double Dare, by watching like Turtle Mania, like and Transformers, and and all of that, because it made me feel less alone, and it made me smile to my cellular level. And I really do think that when a kid is wearing a mask, his imagination believes, like his whole body believes that he's Raphael, Leonardo, and he's able to, and he's like, I'm okay, I'm healed, because I really do believe in that esoteric power of it, and there's the responsibility, and I think that, oh my God, don't make me cry after buzz. But I think what's most important, that the people who are writing it have those same hearts, who went through that. I mean, I think that, I've played Lady Deathstrike and Domino and X-Men, and there's something obviously slightly odd and eccentric about me, and I feel like an outsider at times, and I also know what it's like to feel tremendously loyal and wanting to protect your friends and fight for what you believe in. And I think essentially that's the core of what these shows are about, and to not give up on your dreams and hope when we're so easily discouraged in the world that we live in, that these cartoons give us hope. And I really do think it can really heal people from down to the cellular level.
It's like the happiest place on earth, and we're going to go hang out with them right now.
Yeah, awesome.
Right, guys?
Yeah, thank you guys so much. This was wonderful.